We're here at Presley's Outdoors in a sea of fishing lures and baits of all different kinds. Some of this stuff is new, some of it's recycled, but we're going to talk here with Adam Jaegle about some of the new bass stuff that you'll want to be fishing this year.
The Berkley Heavyweights, which is a big...
It's like a fat Senko, or
like
what is it?
Fat Senko, but a lot heavier. Striking's new Ocho, similar to a Senko.
This is the one, it just sinks so fast.
That is always the killer. Price-wise, too, you may look at the Yum Dingers. Okay. They're a little bit cheaper, same style bait.
And most of those Senko baits, we're waiting a little while.
You know, water hits about 60, you're going to start catching fish on a Senko style bait.
Shaky heads, everybody's shaky head now. It was Senkos at one point, now it's shaky head.
People have to start fishing a little bit different, so a lot of guys are going to a shaky head. The neat thing about this head is the way it's designed. It's going to land and sit just like you want it to every time.
Well, we're in the crankbait section now. You can spend a lot of money here too. Let's see what's new here.
What you got here is Rapala's DT Fat. It's a great big, basically a wake bait. Fish start getting active, that's when you want to start throwing that bait. And everybody's always looking for something different to set them apart. This was a really hot bait last year, the Spro Little John. Yeah. They have a new one coming out. Spro hasn't quite shipped yet. Moving on down, everybody now is kind of catching on to Strike King. Strike King makes great baits and they're very economical.
Now is that why these are empty here? They must be popular.
They're very popular. They're selling really well.
We're here at the reel counter ogling all the reels, and here's some new ones to ogle.
We'll start out with a couple spinning reels. That's a Shimano Sahara. It's a nice reel. And this is probably one of our top sellers, which is the Shimano Sedona.
What's this funky looking thing here? It looks like a bumblebee.
Is an Abu Garcia Revo Skeet Reese model. This is the new redesigned Corrado. The Sitka has also been redesigned from last year. Economics wise, 120 bucks.
That's really economical.
They're a nice little reel. Probably the best sellers that we have in the stores right there.
We better hit on some buzz baits and spinner baits and get out of here. Here in the buzz bait section, top water. It's a little early for that, but it's never too early to buy some.
This is the Booger Man. It's called the Booger Man buzz bait. And what that bait actually does, as the bait spins, it actually hits the head, which makes a lot of racket in the water. What's nice about these, this is what's called the Screaming Eagle. It's the size of a 1/4 ounce bait, but it weighs a 1/2 ounce.
We appreciate all this help looking at new lures. But the key thing is, where's the biggest bass that we're going to catch this year?
You know Spring Lake's going to kick one out off the south end. Does every year. There'll be a couple 6, 7s come out of Banner. Always is. As far as big, you know it's going to come out of a strip mine.
What lure out of everything you showed us so far today is the one that's going to catch it this year?
Probably a jig. Hopefully it'll be a good year. We'll see what happens.
You got any freebies?